Welcome to Vegan Finds. We are going to turn all of these ingredients into a tomato, I guess flatbread. Tomato ricotta flatbread. We made some tofu ricotta. I'm going to attach a link to how to make that in the video, so it'll be in the directions on how to make this. We have some sharp puff pastry, which we're just going to roll out flat, dock it, and basically add some ingredients. We got some sun-dried tomatoes here. We got some fresh tomatoes as well. So stick around. We'll show you how quick and easy this is to make, and you'll be astounded. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to basically slice up these sun-dried tomatoes. Now, if you're like us, you have things in your cabinet that you purchased, you put them away, and then you never made what you were going to make with that item, and then you go, hey, what was I going to do with that? And then you figure it's time to use it. That's this right now. So I'm going to be slicing up some of these sun-dried tomatoes. We're going to basically rough chop them. I might need some more depending on the puff pastry. We're going to roll that out in a second. We've got some organic tomatoes here. Oh, I thought the package was open. It's not. So I'm going to just give these guys a quick rinse. They are organic, but you know, in the shipping process, we don't want them to have accumulated any dirt. So I'm going to basically slice these in half after I clean them up. So I'm going to do that right now. I shall be back with the clean bunch. My tomatoes are all washed up. I'm just going to slice a bunch in half here. Try and get them as even as possible. They're actually far less in the package than I thought. So otherwise I might have bought 2 packages, so I wouldn't have to slice them at all. But in any event, I'm going to continue slicing these, and we are going to now start prepping our puff pastry dough. Okay, so what I did is I cut off the far edge of our puff pastry, and I'm now going to be creating kind of like a little lip for this. I want to create a nice little edge to go around here, because we're going to fill this up a bit with our ricotta. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to add our tofu ricotta to this. We're just going to kind of slather it on. Now, I sprayed the back of this spoon a little bit with some cooking oil. Hopefully that helps. Doesn't seem to be helping all that much, so I'm going to have to use my finger a little bit. And we're just going to spread the tofu ricotta as best we can. It's okay. All right. I will show you what this looks like when it's done. The next step that I'm going to be doing is basically taking the tomatoes and layering them in to our little, I don't know what you want to call this. But basically this is what we're going to do. It's going to look all nice and pretty once it's all baked up. And we'll just alternate. Try not to mess up the pattern here that I'm now creating. Okay. Let's see. Need another yellow. Alright. And basically, you don't have to make a pattern. I'm just being silly. That comes with it being Friday. We got a couple more days till Thanksgiving. And during this crazy time, but the one thing I'm really thankful for is that nobody in our house has gotten COVID. So that's something to be real happy about. And you know, hopefully we can get things back on track. So I'm going to continue with this, and I will be back to show you what it's going to look like when it's ready to go in the oven. We're going to top this off with a bit of fresh basil chiffonade.
Him and his fancy words.
You and your fancy words. Alright. And we're going to drizzle it with some herb infused olive oil.
You can skip that if you don't have it.
Right. This is just an added flourish. It's not that important. Or you could always infuse your own.
Or you could put balsamic.
Right. Or you could do some balsamic vinegar. But we already had our fill of balsamic vinegar today. So this is now going to go into the oven for 12 minutes. 12 minutes at 400 degrees. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So our, what are we calling this? Our roasted tomato, sun-dried tomato, ricotta, flatbread
there we go.
is out of the oven, and now it's time to cut it. So if you like these recipes, please click subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, give us a thumbs up, share with your friends. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagram. I said Twitter, right?
Okay.
And we'll be back with more great recipes.